I'll have to read my notes for the inspiration of this next one. Last planet over here. I hate that little symbol, but I have to like click on this and then do that. Anyway, for for this galaxy, there's only one left here, and it is based another RPG Maker based planet. It's the Elf World.
That's the elf world.
This is the Elf World. You know why nobody ever visits the Elf World in the Saga?
Because it looks like it's a barren, purple rock planet.
So there. So the Elf World doesn't belong in this dimension anymore. The elves moved their entire planet to a different dimension.
Okay.
So in the RPG Maker, you can create world warp points where you step on a tile and you just appear somewhere else. That's how you got to some of the dungeons and stuff that I had in my RPG. And one of them was a very purplish area because you could have purple rock and stuff like that. It was all in caves. You can't visit the surface of the Elf World if you ever even make it to the Elf World. There are a few ways to get here. One is through the swamp on Tetea, because they trade with the Teteans, and that's their only way to get supplies from the outside dimension, from our dimension. And I don't remember the other ways, or I never decided on what the other ways were. But Balthazar is currently here.
There have to be some sort of teleportation.
Yeah, there's got to be some way in, because Balthazar arrives in our universe and finds this little pocket dimension and decides to hide here. And they don't recognize him because he has form morphing abilities and disguises himself as an elf.
Interesting possibility. Have you ever played Mass Effect?
No, I haven't.
In the second game, there is a technology used that allows for communication between the main character and his or her part-time employer. Can't remember what it's called, but it's a pair of particles that would be known to quantum physics in some way that pulse at the same time, no matter how far apart they are. And apparently, it is really fast, and it's kind of like Morse code. Allows you to allows them to transfer information between each other, and this allows them to have an entire holographic room simulated.
Oh, cool.
It's one kind of rarely used, from what I've seen, idea. Something like that.
So it's a very purple place. Very dark. It's what the elves want. They have purple skin too and don't like to go out in the light. So they never needed a sun. But their dimensional powers...
Well, I don't know if I want it completely dark unless they nocturnal or can see in the dark.
Well, they're elves. They're magic.
James, depending on which continuity you're talking about, that could be anything. That can mean anything.
My own personal continuity.
Yeah.
They're not like... Well, I said they have purple skin. So they're not... They're more closely related to Keebler elves than anything.
Well, that makes it... What? Keebler elves are still pale skinned. Well, that's more of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, but they're also technically magic.
That I don't know. I haven't played that game in years.
So there you go. That's the elf world.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Thank you for your time.